Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
This looks promising. Del Piero, Haaland. Del Piero going face to face. It's a mighty effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And this is Hullet. Ball's played through.
The less said about that pass, the better. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. So it is still 0-0.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Knocks it out wide.
Ball driven toward... Oh, smashing header! There it is! And it's Iran who take the lead.
Certain, searing and imperious.
That's terrific aggression. The way
he's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Substitution on the field, number 18,
Beckham is standing over this one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Beckham! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now he's off and running.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Iran are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And it's Beckham. Beckham. And that's aimed into the middle. And he's there to belt it away. Vieira. Has a look and plays it forward. That has ended up in no man's land. Gabriel clears. And he's only too happy to take that back. As
He rises! He can get that clear.
Vieira, spread neatly. Oh, that's a key interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Climbs up big!
It's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Vietnam grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Bale. Bale going full tilt down the left. Beckham gets over and intercepts. Gerrard. It's Roberto Carlos. Could move up a gear here. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Big chance! They've scored!
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Iran get themselves into the lead. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Iran are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
So off we go once more. Pullet. Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bale. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That pass has been well intercepted. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. In towards the back stick.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that should get the job done. Driving forward. Iran are looking to go forward now. Royce. And a chance! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. He gets big. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Substitution on the field.
Beckham is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Number 14.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Bale. Coming on the field. Number 19.
And he was alert to it.
Number 21. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Shot goal!
Number 16.
Crossbar!
Substitution.
That is lovely. Looking to go deep. Terrific header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Iran still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Bale. Bale. Oh, this is a very good run.
That's good play from him.
Hoisted in. Royce. Vietnam finding their passes. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Royce.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Gattuso gets a foot in and wins the ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Bale is wide and looking to get onto this. Big header! It's in! And they get themselves in front! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Beckham with the cross. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely shaped ball. Rijkaard makes the interception. Messi. And he's forced to go back. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That's good play, and he's managed to get free.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Koller. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. That's the keeper's ball. White. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually always like playing in this formation because as a wing-back, you get more freedom to go forward. As an orthodox full-back, you had to be more selective in the runs you made. The back three should be able to deal with certainly one opposition striker and possibly two. And that's why I liked it, because I didn't have to get back that much.
Bale, good purposeful running this. Bale ploughing through the middle. Nice interception, well timed. And he shoots! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Great vision. That looks a good ball through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Eberechi Eze. Someone who has this unique swagger about him. Who would have thought that at 16 his career was almost over after a spate of rejections? I just love his dynamism and the X-factor he's got in his game.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Crossed in one. Oh, smashing header! And it's a goal! And it's Iran who take the lead. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's an imaginative pass. That is a brilliant interception. And he's heaved it away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bale is looking to influence the game from out wide. He's on it, can he get away? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, can he get onto this? And they're quick to get it back. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. A long ball by the goalkeeper. And that has put paid to that. Beckham. Now it's Haaland. Beckham receives it in a wide... Oh, great header! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
Iran are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. Maybe...
Big header! He's got a goal! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And that has left him in a heap. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he has shown him a yellow card. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Gattuso. Sheshko. Oh, easy pickings there. And Iran can counter-attack here. There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Iran head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. It's a mighty effort! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Iran have the chance to go the other way. Bale. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Iran are looking to break at pace. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Beckham under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. There they go, hunting again.
What a throw in. Pepe. It's an inviting looking ball, that. It's a promising position. Beckham. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Bale has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Beckham looking to play it into the box.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Up he goes! It's in!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, there's the clearance. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Beckham with the cross. Bale. Pullet. Now it's Haaland. Gattuso makes the interception. Iran have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's there to make the challenge. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee... And the shot! Oh, taken with style! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Substitution on the field. Number 30, Sheshko. Number 18, Eze. Number 14, Pullet. Number 11, Bale. Number 24, Beckham. Coming on the field, number 20, Adriano. Number 9, Royce. Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 16, Al. Number 10, Michael. Substitution in progress. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match. 2 added minutes has been indicated. Substitution on the field. Number 30, Sheshko. Number 14, Hulit. Number 18, Eze. Number 11, Bale. Number 24, Beckham. Coming on the field, number 20, Adriano. Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 9, Royce. Number 16, Paul. Number 10, Michael. Substitution in progress. Substitution. Substitutions taking place. There will be 3 minutes added time. Volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.